All right, let's get into it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. G'day, punters, and welcome back to the Provide Picks podcast, episode 9.
Ooh.
Could be.
Could be 9.
Could be 8. Could be 9. Welcome back to the podcast. Thanks for tuning in. We've got a pretty good podcast episode lined up today. Obviously, we've got Gather Round coming up for the AFL. We have a seriously good week of NRL as well, which took me a little bit by surprise. I don't know about you, but...
Yeah, I am very... I just got a good feeling about this week.
Yeah, this is a good week.
I think we're going to come back to this part and just say, I think this week's going to be our best week yet.
I think so too. So we'll kind of... I don't think we'll start with too much rubbish on the face today. I think we'll... You know, how was your weekend, most importantly?
Yeah, good, thanks. How about you?
Yeah, good.
Well done. On to the next segment.
Let's get right into it. So tell us about your Bucks party.
The Bucks party, mate. Look, we just said we were going to fucking touch on the weekend. Bucks party was good. Doesn't matter. Look, I've had a few weekends. I've been all over the shop. Haven't been able to watch every game of football like I normally tend to do mostly.
That's all right.
We made it through one piece, mate. So, look, bullshit aside, let's just get straight into the fucking shit.
Let's
no time to
do
waste.
It. All right, AFL recap. You all know how this works by now. If we want to talk about it, sweet. If we don't want to talk about it, bitter. We didn't make these. Forget about it. All right, game 1 of the week, Thursday. Essendon took on Port. 3, 2, 1. Glad we agree on that.
Why the fuck would you want to talk Essendon and Port?
2 shit teams, 1 shit game. That's enough on that.
Line through Port.
Cornsey.
Yeah, line through them.
3, 2. Actually, sorry.
Carlton.
Friday night's game. Carlton versus Western Bulldogs. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'd like to talk about this one. What would you like to talk about here?
Probably the fact that another Doug's double went down in that game. And the shittest part about that was I fucking had Bulldogs.
I think you should look into the camera and say it.
No, I'm not saying anything to the camera just yet. We've got a long podcast ahead, but I fucking... You know what sucks? I'm fucking just... Every week, I fucking just struggle to win the big one. Off camera, I've got a few multis I play, and I'm okay. I'm never one to brag about winning or losing. I fucking cop it on the chin. But I had Western Bulldogs 1-39 all week until we posted that fucking live because I fucking got chicken shit.
Yep.
I listened to all the fossils. I listened to every cunt talking about every fucking football team, and they all sort of started leaning towards Carlton. I thought, they couldn't lose another one, could they? Carlton couldn't lose another one, and I thought,
and they could.
They couldn't,
and they could.
But they did. And it fucked me because they won to 139, the Bulldogs, and my Doug's double lost because Cripper had to fucking put a Band-Aid on, cost me 3 disposals. Doesn't matter. I thought it was a great game. Put a line through Carlton. They won't win a game for the next fucking 3 weeks.
They're in serious strife because they lost to Footscray VFL.
And they got Collingwood, who are fresh off the bye this week, Thursday night.
Yep.
I'll be in attendance. I'm
not going.
Did you get my message?
Yeah, I'm not. Can't attend this one unfortunately on Thursday.
Yep.
Have a prior engagement, but I would love to be there. It's going to be a belter. I mean, probably won't be a belter of a game because
might ask Stars if she wants to come.
Yeah, that was good last time. But yeah, I mean, Carlton really have to lift here. They can't afford to go and lose this one at the MCG to Collingwood.
I just don't understand it. Their team on paper, it's just like what it's. I know obviously injury riddled, but like it's not that much different from their success a couple of years ago. Last year, they're just fading hard.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs look good, man. They got plenty of legs. They got plenty of run in them. They got a few young guys like Sam Darcy and Sam Davidson had a great game. They're starting to come through and. But even Buku, I'm not a big fan of Buku because he DM my missus back in the day, so I will kill you, Buku, if you do that again.
Buku?
Yeah. But even he had a really good game down back. I haven't really rated him that much, but I thought he was pretty impressive that week. So, I mean, the only person who just let us down was Aaron Norton.
Yeah.
Kane Corns was, mate. He's really had a bad start to this season, and Cornsy's lining him up in the media right now, which is hilarious.
What did he say? He was like, Sam Darcy's everything Aaron Norton thinks he is.
Yeah. Someone said Aaron Norton's a superstar, and Cornsy's like, you can't call him that. He's not a superstar. He's been here for 8 years, never been All-Australian, blah, blah, blah. Went into all his stats and just roasted him. So we'll see what he looks like this week. But
just another well-respected Q resident.
Yeah, but fuck, Carlton just in the bin at the moment.
Yeah, trash him.
Confidence low. We'll see. Mackay back potentially.
I'd rather him fucking out, I think. I'd rather fucking Ben than Harry.
So we'll see what happens. All right, let's move on. Next game. Melbourne took on the Gold Coast Suns at the MCG to a huge audience of 7,000, I think.
Massive.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, Melbourne are shit. They are Gonskis.
The big three are in the bin.
Yeah, they're in big trouble, Melbourne. Get them out of your super coach teams. Get just abort mission. And Gold Coast, hashtag real deal, question mark?
Maybe they're moving the ball really well at the moment.
And I just think they look, they
But
look
let's be
so
real.
good.
It's only a matter of time till Ben King shits the bed.
Well, I had a little bit of a talking point on Ben King today. I'm actually starting to, I think I'm on team Ben King.
We can talk about it later.
Yeah. But look,
I feel like it's a ticking time bomb.
yeah, I actually do agree. But to just answer the
Max King or Ben King? Or we'll talk about this later.
Wayne
Wayne first, obviously.
or push up, no, I prefer Ben, obviously.
Yeah, the push-up king.
Push up king, yeah, me.
But, I mean,
I can do 1,000.
does one of the big three for Melbourne have to go? Gorney, Petrarca and Oliver at the end of the year?
Well, to be honest, I think all three of them are a chance of leaving. But I don't know. I don't think Gorn's going to leave to play for another club. I think he's just getting old. I don't think Gorn will go.
And I actually feel bad for Gorn the most because he hasn't. When have they ever had other ruckman that's decent? Like he does so much work.
The thing is, he's been the best ruckman in the comp for so long. They did try the two ruckmen with Grundy when he was there, and it didn't work, and they were better off without him. So, in saying that, you're right. He does get flogged, but like that's just the perks of the downfall of the position.
Yeah, true.
Really. But I think he'll stay. If there was anyone to leave, Petrarca was linked to leaving after all that debacle last year.
New management,
and it feels like Clayton last year was rumoured to leave, but I think he sort of straightened himself out. Not Clayton Hobbs from Clayton's Well. We're talking about Clayton Oliver here. Big fan of him though. But yeah, no, honestly, I don't know. That's down the line, I think. But yeah, Melbourne are in deep caca.
Yeah, and Gold Coast look good.
Yeah,
they look really good. I mean, they're so midfield like dominant around the stoppage, and
I'm excited to talk about them shortly too.
Yeah, so that was not a bad game to watch. Just if you're a Gold Coast fan, they try.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is what they couldn't do last year. They couldn't win away, and
That's
they've
right.
started winning away. So could be anything.
Turning point, I think.
Could be anything. Next game of the week: St Kilda versus Richmond. 3-1. Not a chance in hell. Next game of the week: Hawthorn versus GWS. 3-1. I think we could. No. Okay. I didn't have much to say. Did you watch it?
Talking Hawthorn.
Did you watch it?
Nah, I was caught up in the Bucks there.
Tassie sucks. Huge wind. There was a huge wind.
Yeah, because like I said, I saw Giants ahead. I actually messaged the group. I was like, Giants look good.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the score in the pub.
Well, huge turning point was that Josh Weddle took this big non-mark and they paid it as a mark. And they just, like, he got above the pack, took this hanger, dropped it before he got to ground. They paid it. It probably shouldn't have been paid, and then the Hawthorn straight off that started to lift. It was the spark. And yeah, it's interesting. Like, you know how last year it was like free kick day cost?
Oh, yeah.
This year it's free kick day. Like,
fucking hate all day.
He's so good. He's in everything and he gets so many free kicks.
I don't know why I've just sort of turned in heel and face with a lot of teams this year, but Hawthorn, they could almost be my most hated team at the moment. I don't know why. None of their players I dislike. Normally I would always vouch for them, but I just think ever since they beat us round one and they're just, I don't know. You can't, I don't know. Just
There is something. I can agree with that. I like him, but there is something that I'm like, I could hate you.
I loved them up until round one this year.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've turned heel on them, but
Probably because that fuckwit at the pub.
yeah, probably, yeah, to be honest, yeah. There's a bit going on there.
But yeah, I think GWS's front line, like forward line, is going to need a bit of time to gel, and
They're going to win the comp.
we'll see what happens. They probably need that bit of a kick up the arse. But
Yep.
Next game of the week: Brizzy versus Geelong. 3-1. Yeah, not much to say there really.
Who gives a shit? Yeah.
Didn't think either were great. Brizzy kicks on at the Gabba. Who gives a fuck?
Geelong as shit.
Next game of the week: Adelaide versus Melbourne. North Melbourne. 3-1. I'm going to go no, really.
Yeah, that's all right. We can get into how good Adelaide are shortly.
Yeah, there wasn't too much that I was surprised about in that game.
Nah.
Anyway,
Oh, there was one surprising thing for me, and it was Taylor Walker, how fucking good he was. But
get in that very shortly.
it's all right.
Last game of the week, we had the Battle of the West, West Coast versus Fremantle, 3-1. Fuck both these teams.
Sorry, the Sunday graveyard. It was 4 o'clock Melbourne time was probably about 7 p.m. Is it that way or the other way around?
They're behind. I think it was
actually,
like
no,
6.
Of course they're behind. It's the classic saying, you're on Perth time,
Yeah,
they're behind.
yeah. It was about 6:20 p.m. or something. Here.
Either way, like, I'm not going to give Freo a chop out. They beat West Coast too, honestly. I'm surprised they're going to have a team at the end of the year from all the rumours with their players leaving and trading. But
yeah, Sarong was very good. I'll give him that. Obviously, he won the medal.
he's good every Freo West Coast derby. Just going off the records.
True. But it wasn't an exciting match.
No, it wasn't, to be honest, wasn't a real exciting round of AFL.
West Coast could get the spoon this year. I mean, they weren't going to be far off, but
Oh, yeah, I don't think Richmond are going to win another game. So I don't know.
They got far more effort though than West Coast. Like they look more interested.
You're right. I literally was thinking, West Coast just don't seem to give a shit. I feel like they're just cruising because they're there, they're stuck there. But some players do. Like Liam Ryan gives a shit. I feel like the blokes that have been there for a while. McGovern.
Yeah, I feel bad for McGovern.
He's brown bread now anyway, is he? Or was that the other McGovern? One of the McGoverns got injured. That's all I heard on radio this morning.
What, Jeremy?
One of the McGoverns is injured. Let's run with the West Coast McGovern.
Oh, I didn't. Maybe. I must have missed that if you did.
Yeah. One of the McGoverns is injured.
Yeah, right. Well, there's too many of them anyway.
Let's let you guys know. One of the McGoverns is injured.
All right. Player of the round. Kick us off, Doug. Who did you have for AFL?
I'm going to get one of my all-time favourite players is Taylor Tex Walker. Obviously, Adelaide's forward line at the moment are a bunch of rock stars. It's like, I guess it's my version of it's just 6 of me out there at the moment. They're all kicking goals. They're all running around, taking hangers, kicking them from everywhere. With Riley Thilthorpe, and Darcy Fogarty as sort of like the 1 and 2 options up there. Rankin can sneak in.
Yeah.
Even like a bit of Neil Bullen running around in the forward line. I like him too. Taylor, I feel like this is just freed up for Tex. Obviously, he's a bit old now. I think
doesn't have to play huge minutes either.
That's right. And like I said, he just got to chip in. If he can hurt the scoreboard with maybe 2 goals a game, 2 goals a game, but like he kicked 4, 2 behinds, I think 1 or 2 out in the full. Like he could have kicked 7 or 8.
Yeah, right.
And to be honest, it was the same for even Fogarty was the same with that. He kicked 1 or 2 out in the full. I know it was against North, and the game was relatively tight for the first half and a bit.
Yeah, they kicked away. Yeah.
But yeah, it was just good to see the old dog Tex Walker go out there, put 4 to his name, and just, it was good to watch.
Yeah, it's good that they're starting to put it together up top because like they've always had the Dawsons and the Saligos and those guys who have been pretty solid in the middle.
Yep.
They've lifted again, and now these forward lines come through. And
hand up moment, I shitbagged Adelaide.
You put them bottom 4?
Put them bottom 4. I said they were boring. I said who's going to kick goals for them?
You did say that.
And here we are. They're the best forward line in the comp. They haven't scored less than 110 or 120 points all year. So Adelaide Crows fans, I
tip
my hat.
But big test coming up this weekend.
Massive.
So we'll get to that very shortly.
Yep.
My player of the round was the one, the only Tom Liberatore
Glaze.
For the Western Bulldogs. I love a bit of Libba.
Yes,
he is a rare unit, and it is very enjoyable to watch him.
What are the odds of you? I thought about this when I picked my NRL player of the week. What are the odds of you not picking a Bulldogs player this year for player of the week? I fucking knew it was going to be Libba.
Well, they've been really good.
Oh, well, not that good because they did beat Carlton.
Well, I did note down the other one that I was pretty close between was Free Kick Day, but I just didn't want to pick him. So, I mean, Libba's just been so crucial for the Dogs. Like he's racking up 30 touches every game. Yep. He's kicked a few goals too, and to do it with no Trelaw, no Bont, none of those guys around him, pretty impressive for me.
It is funny to see a bloke with a Homer Simpson tattoo running around on the field. Hey?
And he's such a battler too. Like he runs around like an NPC.
Yeah.
And he's so good still.
You could throw him into like a Division 7 team that's based on looks. And
you wouldn't be shocked.
Nah, 100%. You got like blokes him around in the midfield, and you got Isaac Heaney's of the world, like these big athletic superstars, and you just got Bont. Yeah, well, not Bont, Libba.
That's why you just got to love the guys like Libba. He's not particularly physically gifted. He's not particularly athletic. He can run like a motherfucker though, like for ages, and he's just all grit.
I swear, some of the best footballers, I mean, even just from what I've been picking up at footy training, like in my club, is like half of the blokes I've been training with, you don't suspect them to be like superstars. You got these blokes that are like these young kids who look fit, they train hard, they look great, and then see other blokes, it's like, what is he? Reggie's player goes, no, mate, he's just like been our captain, played Box Hill for like the last 4 years. Even Killer, like he's the most unassuming player, but he just like, it's
flick the switch, brother.
I know. It's all smarts, brother. 80% mental.
Tex Walker, Libba for me.
Yep.
2 good picks.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was... Other than that, so I actually struggled to pick. It was a dud week for standouts, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought the same as well.
Ben King was my backup.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. All right, let's get on to the NRL recap. I think we'll spend a little bit more time here because for me, it was a bit more of an interesting round than the AFL.
It was much more exciting. I don't know. What happened on Thursday night?
Yeah, so...
South Sydney! Get that up, you Panthers fans! you're on the decline. South Sydney fucking mauled you for 40 minutes, and I loved every second of it. We are so back, South Sydney fans. Sorry about that.
We won't talk about the second half.
Yeah, no, look,
Irrelevant.
doesn't matter. We just put the cue in the rack. Cop
Irrelevant. What a game. So, I mean, we don't have to do the 3-2-1 because we know we're going to talk about this. But
Sorry, mate. I just get built up with
Thursday
energy and
night,
I can't hold it in.
South versus Penrith. Can we just give ourselves a bit of credit? We cooked.
Yeah.
We cooked here. We said Souths are a great chance. We put them into Titans. We cashed it. So, you know what? You might give this bloke shit about Doug's double not hitting.
Every
but we
week.
gave you dogs. We gave you Doug's fucking quadruples, mate, and that hit. So, how about that?
Yeah, so get that right in, yeah.
What'd you think?
Honestly, I loved it. Like I was at another country music gig, to be honest, and I was actually watching it in the mosh because I just couldn't believe my eyes. And not often do you see South. All I could think about was just fucking flashbacks to the 2020 grand final. Walker's cut our ball to fucking Stephen Crichton. Every single try we put on that fucking left edge for South. Oh god, I think two things. Are South's back?
I think they're back.
I think South's are back.
Yeah, well, I mean, people were very confident in this. You weren't.
I know. Like I said, and that's another thing.
Yeah.
I'm officially back.
Okay.
I'm back on the bandwagon for South.
That's dangerous.
I know.
Yeah.
This is what I talk about every year, and we're going to roll back to this
It only
again.
took, 5 rounds?
That's right. And I knew it because you watch now. They've done everything. South have done everything this week to get me back on board.
And they'll shit the bed.
The team list, we'll get into this later. The team list, the win against Penrith, we're 3-1. Just you wait. It's coming. Something's going to happen.
And we need to talk about this. Not only did Doug's quadruples land, Alex Johnston.
Yeah.
$2.30.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And the best part about it is it was in 3 minutes he scored?
Fucking money for Jen.
The bloke scored more tries in ANZ that I've had hot pies and Loftus pies.
How can you give this guy $2.30?
I know. Well, I don't understand the odds have been so short for every team from every club.
That's probably the worst price I've seen this year. And we hammered it.
Yeah.
So get that up, yeah. Sportsbet, Neds, Bet365, the fucking rest of you.
I know. And by the way, while we're on Sportsbet, I just noticed Sportsbet are giving $1.36 to Jesse Arthurs. That is
poison.
What's going on here?
That's unacceptable. There will be a royal commission into this, and we will launch it. That is unacceptable. But
tell you who's not $1.36 this week? Doug's doubles. Come on,
we'll get there.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I thought South looked really good in that first half. I think Penrith. I mean, they didn't look great to be.
No.
I'll give full credit to South's first half. They look very good, but Penrith backline is just decimated at the moment.
Lots of chopping and changing.
Holy shit, Trent Talau was dreadful. I tipped him in the group as a try scorer. I mean, I didn't really want him. I was just any half, really. And both the other halves scored. So the read was right, but the person was wrong.
What's the go with Blaze Talangi? He's sitting on the pines.
I don't know what's going on there. I really don't. I don't understand it.
Why sign him? He's had his chances with Cleary being bounced around.
And it's not like...
Jack Cole.
It's not like Dane Laurie's been particularly good at the fullback. He had a dud game this game.
Yeah.
That Jenkins guy's been all right.
Jenko?
Yeah, Matt Jenkins has been pretty good, yeah.
Fresh off Turkey trip, Matt Jenkins.
He's been pretty good. But yeah, second half they fell apart, but luckily they just dominated the first half, so it didn't matter. They sort of looked like they took the foot off the gas, which happens, but win's a win, baby.
They did show, like I said, they fought back, but sorry, the South train was already ran a train.
Yeah, big train.
Anyway, but it was good. I'm happy.
All right. Let's move on to the next game of the week. We had the Schmoosters, the Roosters versus the Titans. 3, 2, 1. I want to touch on this. Frank's Titans.
Oh, yeah.
Frank's Titans
saw this
are
was coming.
cooking.
Yeah.
You gave me shit. I put out the ebook at the start of the year. I said, I think there is a lot of potential here. You said, you're an idiot.
Fucking glazing
You're an idiot. They're not going to win any games. They're going to be bottom 4. They got some potential.
Oh, come on.
They got knocked down with obviously Kinney being out for the whole entire year now.
Jackson?
Yeah, with spinal surgery or something.
Spinal.
Yeah, he did a spinal. But I think they got big potential, man. I really do. I think their forward pack's been fucking good. Their halves are somehow working. De Groot's been fine. They haven't even done it with AKP or any of those guys really yet. So, could be anything.
I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you're happy. That's about it.
But I also think this was a sort of coin flip game at a couple of points, and Roosters just looked like they didn't want it.
They don't want to be there, the Roosters. I'll tell you where they don't want to be either.
South, against South this week.
They don't want to be anywhere near South Sydney on Friday night.
Yeah.
Let me assure you that.
I kind of feel bad, but I can't go near. I think I tipped Teddy in this game to score from memory in the group.
I think you did, yeah.
I think I did. I can't go near him. Like, it's not him. It's the halves. They just cannot give him ball where he needs it. Sandon Smith, Chad Townsend. I mean, Sandon Smith is making Crichton look like a goober, and he's not. He's fucking still really good.
Judas Crichton.
Yeah, they just cannot get him the ball where he needs it. Can't get Tedesco the ball where they need it. Fucking Dom Young's an absolute shit for brains.
They're talking about, like, Robert Toya's spot being up for debate when Billy Smith comes back. But honestly, I reckon Billy Smith will go into centres.
I think Nwanga Niitawasa could go to the wing. I think he could go to the wing.
Yeah, well, I mean, he defends like a fucking turnstile,
Yeah,
so
well,
he might have to.
That's an issue. But his attack's been really good.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I mean, he could have had an extra try or two because he's fumbled the one that we had him on. And
and he's already scored 2 or 3 this year.
Yeah, so, no, but like I said, he's been good offensively.
I think he's a big chance to go to the wing. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, Dong Yum's on a big wicket though. For a winger is the only issue. They signed him on a big wicket.
Yeah, I guess. But so did with Lewis Dodd for South.
He could leave the club, and I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, I think he's there till 27 or something like that.
We may never see him in the NRL again. He's so shit. That's a massive, stupid call. I don't mind it. He's a fucking nuffy.
He's an absolute peanut.
That applause goes for.
That's quite a long applause. Yeah. But I didn't think Roosters looked great.
Nah.
They had a chance to win. They just didn't look like they wanted it.
I'm spewing, and why didn't I think of this when we did the predictions? Why didn't I have Roosters in the bottom 4? I mean, no one would have had them, but like it was just a fucking content dream.
A lot of people talked about like them falling off. I think I mentioned I didn't think they'd be top 8.
You said they had no depth.
Yeah, and it showed, right?
Yeah. So
we'll see we'll see what happens. They're in a bad way though at the moment.
I love to fucking see it.
Next game of the week, we had Brizzy the what do you call this? Battle of Brisbane?
Yeah, I don't know.
Brisbane Broncos versus the Redcliffe Dolphins. 3-2-1. Okay, move on.
Sorry, what do you want to say just quickly?
Nothing really. I just wanted to, I thought your boy Herbie was better. I'll give him. I mean, you didn't think he was great, but
well, I was just going to say he was shit as we were going to the next game.
No, he was better. He was much better. He was a shining light. I mean, the hammer has to get put down soon. Like, I love the guy, and he made me shit loads of money last year, but he looks a shell of himself. He needs to do what Latrell's done that we'll talk about that you're extremely happy about. Like, you know who they miss? Trey Fuller from last year. He was their Jai Gray, and they don't have him because he's done his ACL.
You're right.
But Hammer looks like shit.
Dolphins are a shell of themselves.
At the moment, they are, yeah. Katoni Staggs looked great for Brizzy coming back, and that was about it. Brizzy's defence looks pretty fucking impressive at the moment.
Yeah. Flat trackers.
And you can, well, that's the issue, but you can build off that. So, yeah, not much to talk about there. Dolphins just need a lift. Next game of the week, St. George Dragons versus Melbourne Storm, 3-2-1.
I'm not giving St. George any raps. Moving on.
Okay. Next game of the week, Cowboys versus Raiders, 3-2-1.
Honestly, fuck me dead.
Fucking relegate them.
Why? I don't understand what. Oh, seriously. Why I decided to put my faith in the Raiders.
I forgot about that.
It's
so for those who didn't or don't follow the Instagram, go follow it at Provide Picks. But Doug put out an emergency Doug's double.
It was an emergency,
and as you can see by the smooth baby face, he put a bet on the line that if it didn't hit, he would shave his face, shave the beard, and as you can tell by the baby face, it didn't hit.
Didn't hit.
Yeah,
and that takes us to 4 straight.
You know who you should be filthy on?
Who?
Xavier Savage,
mate.
Every chance to pass that to Owen Paddy at the end, they probably win that game, probably by maybe 2. Like, you probably might have lost by half a point, but still.
I don't know what I was thinking. I just thought the Raiders were a better team than they were, and the Cowboys were a worse team than I thought, which was already shit.
And you know who also put a fucking bullet in you? The big red dog, Cliffo.
Yeah.
With a double.
I know. I watched him score.
But what a dreadful game. Fucking errors galore, missed tackles, everything. It was a stinker. Just a dog shit game.
It was an emergency double, a cry for help. I was desperate. I hadn't slept. I was in the pokies at midday losing, and I thought, what better idea than to throw a lifeline on the Raiders against the Cowboys in North Queensland. Put my hand up.
Yeah.
Always the first.
You've really only got yourself to blame there.
That's right. And that's all I wanted to talk about.
But that's it. That's good hands up accountability, right?
It's round 4 or 5. It's a learning curve.
Yep.
It's cobwebs.
And that's hands up accountability. You got to have that.
First guy, hand up.
Yeah, respect it.
First guy, hand up.
All right, next game of the week, we had Frank's Sharks versus the Bulldogs. 3-2-1. I'm going to put that up big time. I just want to say this. Cale Iro gave Stephen Crichton a bath in that first half. And if you don't agree with that, you don't know footy.
Says the bloke who has Herbie Farmworth in the top two centres. There's the two best centres that is in that game alone.
Iro gave him a bath.
He gave him 0.
He gave him a bath. He scored on him. Critter couldn't do shit to Iro. And then he goes off with a string at halftime and we fall apart.
Yeah.
But God, the Dogs just play a brutal style of footy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to start showing the Bulldogs some respect, unfortunately.
Yeah, they play a brutal style, man. That defensive, they just grind you down,
but
take
the Sharks
over.
not the most inconsistent team in NRL at the moment. They fucking suck. I mean, they're good, then they're shit. Then they're good. Like, they beat South by 12. That's not that great.
Yeah, they switched off. I don't know how to feel about the Sharkies.
And they got dusted by the Panthers in Vegas, who just got dusted by South.
Yeah, there's a lot of form that's being franked at the moment.
AFB's been quiet. Is Divide just am I the one that not quiet, but like when he was the Warriors, he was loud.
Yeah. Well, they were also shit.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Sharkies at the moment. They played a really good 40 minutes and they switched off. I think Iro is really big for them. So for him to go down to that injury, not in this week, a little bit concerning. Obviously with fucking Hiroti coming in.
Has Munatalo scored a try this year?
Yeah, but not many. Iro's got more than him.
Yeah, well, he does. He's a fucking... I mean, why would you pass?
Yeah, well, fuck. Get rid of Ronnie anyway. I didn't want to re-sign him, but...
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Tough game. Fuck Reid Marnie. I hate that little fuck. Fucking hate him. He is one of those players, though. Like, I thought that about Mick Ennis before he came to the Sharks. I loved him.
Yeah, what's it with Bulldogs, hookers, and headgears?
They are cunts.
Yeah, I don't like them.
If you had a... No, actually,
I only like big giants like Tristan Sherry and actually little guys like Caleb Daniel. How about fucking Tristan Sherry in the dryer, Caleb Daniel? Mini-me. It's like when you bring your kid to work, you got Tristan Sherry brings his son, Caleb Daniel, to work day and they got matching kangaroos outfits on and headgears.
It's so funny as well because everyone says like Reid Marnie's such a good guy off the field, but God, he's a mongrel on the field.
Well, I heard that Ronaldo Mulatalo's a good guy off the field.
Yeah, well, he's much the same.
Oh, I couldn't think he's a bigger prick, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't know. Dogs look good. Jacob Preston had a good game, obviously.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with their halves too. I thought Bailey Hayward had a really good game for the Dogs. The rest of them can suck one, especially you, Sherry, you fucking traitor.
He's not a traitor. He's not a traitor. He's a drug cheat. He's
Yeah,
like
correct. And then he comes back to the Shark Park and shushes us. Mate, we fucking made you. We made you, mate.
Didn't he play Origin?
No.
I swear he played Origin.
No.
No, that one year he was good. Did he not pop off and play Origin?
I don't think so.
Don't know. I might fact check that.
Fact check it. I don't think so.
Because he was unreal that one year. Was he not? At Sharks. When he
was on the drugs?
Yeah, when he was like fresh 18. Didn't he fucking absolutely go... I don't know. Hang on.
I don't think he ever played State of Origin. I would be surprised if he did.
Bronson Sherry, State of Origin. It's a Google search. No, that's his actual State of Origin. Turns out he's born in New South Wales, which we knew. Hang on. No, hasn't played.
Okay. Let's keep it moving.
He did for juniors.
Sharks just they let me down.
Yeah, I love seeing him fucking lose. So
thanks, mate. Next game of the week, Manly versus Eels. 3-2-1. Yeah, we can. No. I do want to touch on one. I'll touch on it after. He's my player of the round. Next game of the week, 3-2. Tigers versus Wars. 3-2-1. Yeah, I didn't really care about this game. I thought it was a great game to watch as a viewer.
Seriously.
But fuck. They do.
How the Tigers can lose on a Sunday afternoon at Leichhardt the way they did against the fucking Warriors. I give him support.
To such a soft penalty as well.
I know.
Soft.
Oh God.
Soft.
You just got to feel for the Tigers fans. I don't feel for anyone's fans.
So. I don't feel for them one bit.
No.
So let's keep it moving.
Yeah, shit team.
Player of the round, NRL. Who did you have this week?
I had Jacob Preston.
Okay.
Like I said, again, I struggled to sort of find a... Well, who'd you have?
I said original. Everyone had him as a fucking player of the round.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was great, so...
Okay. What did he do good?
Well, he had 30-plus tackles, ran for over 115 metres. 40 of them were post-contact metres, had a try and a try assist. So, I mean, obvious choice. So
you know what I will give him? Like, he's not a flat-track bully like Kick-Out. No. Like, when things get tough, Preston will have a crack.
Yeah.
Big Bill is a fucking cat.
Yeah, he is. He stinks.
Like when it gets when the going gets tough, Big Bill gets fucking going.
Yeah, no, I've never liked Kickout. I mean, obviously because he's played at Penrith and Penrith have been good for so long. He just always used to just get the cream of playing on that left side. But yeah, no, he doesn't like to defend nor work hard, and he loves to lay down. Oh, I tell you what I hate the most about Big Bill when Penrith
Play with the round into the Kickout fucking rant.
You're right. But just one thing that used to shit me was whenever Penrith were up back in the day, whenever they were like when there was time ticking off, he'd always sprint from across the field and just pick it up from dummy half and just do the old pick up, lay it on the ground, and just lay there for 10 seconds. Oh, I would have just got in there.
He's a fucking flat track bully.
Grabbed him by his fucking mummy noodle fucking head and
like he'll line up against the Eels and he'll score like 2 tries. He'll run over the top, but then he'll like versus Storm and he'll fucking just go into his shell and have nothing.
I'm sore.
Okay, so you happy with that? Player of the round?
Happy. I'm thrilled.
Okay. I'm going to switch it up this week. I've gone reverse player of the round.
Oh, don't introduce. This is.
I have gone Frank's reverse player of the round. You might guess what team he's from. Maybe if you follow the podcast,
They know who it's
I'll give you a hint. It's the Parramatta Eels.
Oh, fuck me dead.
Zach Lomax, the reverse player of the round. Look, someone had the nerve to message me. I think it might have been Gillespie. I think it might have been our friend Brody Gillespie. Had the nerve to try and tell me Zach Lomax has been good. Are you kidding? I've been saying for weeks that he has been awful defensively, and he showed it again against Manly. I don't know if you saw that one. I mean, there's one low light. It's not even a highlight. It's a low light where I think it's one of the Turbo brothers. I mean, there's so many of them. One of them runs at the line, and he shoots out at Tom Turbo, like as a centre, shoots out of the line, creates this huge overlap. They just simple pass over, done. It was like some of the worst defending I've ever seen. I don't understand this guy. He's gone from such heights on the wing, like legit top three winger in the comp.
Yeah, you got Alex Johnson, Isaiah Tass, Fletcher Moore.
And I wouldn't even play in Origin at this rate.
Nah.
Like, confidence is low, and he's been just dreadful defensively. I mean, yeah, cool. He can fucking attack a high ball. We get it. Like, you have to do more than that, and he hasn't been good enough, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, I'm a bit skeptical because I'm not a big Bulldogs guy, but like it's the same with Matt Burton. Like everyone fucking blows a load when he puts up a fucking 70-meter bomb. It's like, well, they don't score points kicking fucking bombs. Yeah, I mean, like it's a good thing to have, but it's like they just Matt Burton. Whenever they talk about Matt Burton, what's the first thing they talk about? His left boot, his left bomb, and then it's like, yeah, and then that's it.
And like, I mean. Defense aside, centre is one of the most important. I mean, like besides a half and a fullback and stuff like that, it is especially defensively, it's one of the most important positions on the field. And as specialists, I say it all the time, and it is like one of my critical breakdowns when I like analyse who I want to pick for a try scorer. As a centre, the difference between a key defensive centre and a lower end defensive centre is miles apart. And he showed that. Like, you cannot jam like that. You have to be in tune with your winger, and he's not. And he's been playing really poor defensive footy. So, Zach Lomax, reverse player of the week. Love you, hate you, doesn't matter. You've won it.
Congratulations, Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that wraps up the preview. Let's get into the review.
No, the preview, you mongoloid. That was the
other way around.
Yeah.
All right, first game of the week, Thursday night, banger.
Yeah, excited for this.
AFL preview, let's kick it off with an absolute heater. We have the Collingwood Magpies, $1.49, taking on the Carlton Blues. Line 12 and a half. What do you got?
Look, I think... What do we got here?
Oh, I'm just pretending what's up here in the edit.
Look, Carlton, Gornsky. The line is 12 and a half. Not sure how it's not 12 and a half goals. I mean, only Carlton could pull this off and win. But I mean, they got dusted by Richmond. They've had a tough, it was a tough game last week against the Dogs. But I just think after that loss, Collingwood fresh off the bye and a winning team, I just think Collingwood are just going to run over them. And it's going to be the last straw that breaks the old camel's back.
Have you got any thought process around like whether teams perform better after a bye or not? Like, do you think it's team to team?
I don't think so, to be honest. I mean, they're going to be more well rested. If there's any sore bodies in the team, they're going to be less. I mean, like I said, I think it's more a mental thing. Collingwood,
but you do see like sometimes they come back and they don't look as clean, like they're missing handballs or kicks or things like that.
Yeah, but still, like they're still training, and they probably would have had like some sort of pracky run or something on the Saturday. So it's, I mean, like I said, Carlton coming off a hard, tight game, they might have figured a few like things out. Like I still think their midfield looks good. Hewitt, Cripps. I mean, De Koning's been okay.
Chera. Yeah, De Koning's been
I do
pretty
like
good.
Chera, but I mean, I just think after what I saw from
Walsh.
Dacos, but yeah, I know. I know. And like then you got Curnow, who's been, I mean, he kicked the field on the weekend, but was
He's
quiet
also-
the week before
he's
that.
a bit underdone as well.
Mackay fucking stinks. I know, seriously. I don't know about Harry anymore. I'm sorry, brother. I know. But yeah, Collingwood, I think, just are going to run a train on them.
This is Vossi's job.
Vossi Bob?
This is the Vossi Cup.
Yeah, I
Because
know.
if they lose, he's gone. And to be honest, this sets up as a massive Carlton heartbreak for me. Like, I think they'll come out firing because they need to.
Well, this is
And Collingwood are slow starters and normally fly
know.
home with a wet sail. So
I know.
I wouldn't get on this price head-to-head like pre-game because I think you'll get a better price at like halftime.
I think it's just, like I said, man, this is, they've had their 0-3 must win.
Yeah.
They've already had that, and they lost it, and they would be fucked from it. And now they've got the biggest rivalry in AFL, 0-4, like Collingwood fresh, like it's written, it's like I can see it etched that they could upset it, but like if I can't, and then if they don't.
I do think their forward line's going to need to be better though, Collingwood. Like, because I didn't think they were great the week. I thought they were okay 2 weeks before. I didn't think they were great the week before. And Wiedering will tear them apart if they're not switched on because the Bulldogs did a great job of shutting him down, and it shows. So Collingwood forward line, huge watch his space for me.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't get on this price before because I think they probably start pretty slow. You'll probably get a better price post quarter 1, quarter 2, and Carlton have just been shitting the bed late.
Price is out of the affair. I think Collingwood win.
Gun to my head, Collingwood.
Gun to your head, I'm pulling the trigger.
If I'm a Carlton fan.
Yeah. Or a Collingwood fan, especially if you live with any.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we hate them.
Yep.
Next game of the week we have at the Cattery, Geelong, $1.22, taking on the Melbourne Demons, $4.45. Line, 26.5. What do you got?
Yeah. Like I said, it's Melbourne. The drop-off needs to be studied. They do get Keziah Pickett back, which is helpful. He is helpful for them, like because they're not scoring any goals, so they need to throw someone in who's half decent. So,
They still won't crack 70 here, I don't reckon.
no. Against Geelong, no, they won't.
Yeah.
Nah, they're not going to. At our fucking YMCA
At the Cattery,
stadium,
no chance.
YMCA, I like that. Likes my own work there. Yeah, not much to really touch on. I don't think Geelong are just going to do the Geelong thing. I think, and
Yep.
it's going to be a bit of a stinker. Was that a Friday? Is that a Friday game?
It's a Friday night game, yeah.
Ugh, that's more of a Sunday over game for me. You'd think. What's the go there?
I don't know. It's not a great Friday night game, but I am going to give a free pick out.
A free pick?
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm going to give a free pick out. So I mean, we normally do this a little bit early in the week, so it's a bit harder, but this is on, what are we doing, Wednesday night? So I've got a free pick for you all. It is Sam De Koning, anytime goal scorer. I've locked in $3 with the group. Might be, I would assume it's going to be lower by the time this comes out, but that's your fault for not being in the group, you fucking losers. But yeah, the reason behind, obviously, rucks have been kicking goals versus Melbourne. I think it's because obviously Gawn, does really well when he's on and then he goes off and there's a little bit of a lapse. But we've seen Tristan Sherry kicked a goal, Jared Witts kicked a goal, Lockie Keefe kicked a goal for GWS. So yeah, I think there's going to be periods where whether it's the first or the second ruck for Geelong is just going to have some success, around the forward 50. I don't think Sam De Koning's been amazing this year, but he's very athletic, super young. I think he's getting better. He scored in 2 of the last 5 matches at the Cattery. On top of that, there's also rumours that Shannon Neal is potentially going to be out with a foot injury. So if that happens, he'll get more time up forward regardless. I think a fair price, he seems to be around $2.20 across the board, getting 3s on points bet. But if Neal's out, I reckon that drops $1.60. So potential for some really big value, which means it'll lose if Neal drops out. It'll be $1.60 and it'll lose.
Obviously.
Which always happens. But Yeah, I just think it's a really good value play this week. So lock in Sam de Koning anytime goal.
Nice. I like it. That's a great shout.
Love it. All right. Next game of the week, we have Gold Coast Suns, $1.73, taking on Adelaide Crows, $2.12. Line, 4.5. Match of the round. What do you got?
It's a great AFL. Well done, AFL. Let's put Geelong fucking Melbourne on Friday night, and then the best game of the round at 1:10.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
On Saturday when everyone's doing nothing, obviously, at 1:10 on a Saturday. This is going to be such a good game. Like I said, Gold Coast, they're just firing on all cylinders at the moment. Like Ben King kicked 4-2 or 4-3, and he literally kicked like 3 out in the full. So he could have kicked 10 on the weekend.
That is on brand, though.
100% that's on brand. But like they're just, all their midfielders are getting 30, 35 plus. They're running a train on anyone they're playing. No?
Running a train.
I don't mind the tipping train. If you got shout out tipping train. If you got any 5-star tips, make sure you lay them. But yeah, I mean, this game I hope is 130 to 120 because it's a battle of the forward lines, both attack 1 and 2, I believe. And yeah, I'm really excited for it. I hope I find time to watch it.
Yeah, this will be a pretty good test to see where both teams are at, I think.
Yep.
You were kind of, I know you messaged me saying you were surprised Adelaide were outsiders. I kind of get it, just being that they've both been pretty impressive. I think Adelaide's rated slightly better in terms of overall, but it is in the Gold Coast where Gold Coast are very good.
Yeah, you're right.
So, I don't know.
I sort of tend not to buy into that stuff too much. I mean, I look at Freo. But yeah, I do think that Gold Coast are a different beast this year, regardless of whether it's home and away. But I also think the same with Adelaide. I think Adelaide were in second gear for most of the game against North Melbourne. I also
don't think they beat anyone like particularly good.
You're right. To be fair, like when you talk about away, like Adelaide not winning in Adelaide either, they put 100 on St Kilda, but it's St Kilda.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think $2.12 is a relatively friendly price, but I can thinking over it.
Yeah.
I can see Gold Coast winning it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Adelaide make it a tight one. Hopefully it's a 1-point affair.
Yeah, I think it'd be a great game. I probably wouldn't get involved on either side just because I think it'd just be competitive.
Sit back and watch, I think.
Yep, enjoy this one. Next game of the week, we have Richmond, $8.47, taking on the Brizzy Lions, $1.12, line 45.5. Don't give a shit, Brizzy win. It's really bad.
After round 1, I have no comment.
Yeah, true, probably shouldn't. But yeah, no, I mean, not much to touch on here, really, is there?
No, Moving on.
Righto. Next game of the week, we have the game of the week. North Melbourne, $2.46, taking on the Sydney fucking Swans. The Luke Parker Cup, $1.55, line 11.5. What do you got?
11.5, I think, is fucking south.
Not wide enough.
We're playing the fucking Kangaroos.
Not wide enough?
No.
Yep. I would agree with you, I think.
I mean, I love the Kangas.
That's why that's highlighted.
I love the Kangas. But, like, the Swans are coming off a bye. We're fresh. The Kangas just got touched up by Adelaide. They're travelling from Adelaide back to Melbourne. It's a tough flight. I just did it.
Papley out. Potentially Logan McDonald in.
Well, did Tristan Terry bust his ribs or somebody else's ribs?
No, he busted Brichelli's ribs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, because if he's out, how is that not fucking...
It's the Luke Parker Cup. It's gonna
Luke Parker anytime. What's that paying?
Don't know, but it's going to burn me seeing him running around in blue and white.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still laughing at Tristan Seri and Caleb Daniel in the same midfield. I think it's hilarious. bring your son to work day. But yeah, I don't know. I just think Sydney are going to win.
I think someone in the Swans backline is going to kick one. I cannot put my finger on who it is.
Riley Bice.
It wasn't going to be him, that's for sure. I know I said I couldn't pick. I can. It won't be him.
Riley Bice is going to kick a goal this weekend. If you're a smart punter, or you actually know. Jeez.
I think it's either I think Ollie Florence started the year really poorly, to be honest. I didn't want to go near him, but
stinks.
Matt Roberts can get around to Matt Roberts or Jakey Lloyd. He's been playing on the sting a bit.
Yeah, Jakey Lloyd's a good shout.
He'll be getting
I don't know.
Big dollars.
Don't know.
We'll see. I think Swannies win this game. Just too much class.
Yeah.
I think the Kangas will compete, but I think Swannies will cover their line and win.
Yeah, I think so. That's it.
Okay. Next game of the week. Fuck me, another stinker. GWS $1.05 versus West Coast, $12.55. Line 55.5. This line should be 5,500, I think.
The line 55.5 should be people in the fucking crowd.
Yeah.
Seriously, what's
Yeah.
it? Fucking ABC Stadium. No one's going to go there.
Yeah, I mean, there's more people would. No, it doesn't make sense. But I was going to make a tsunami joke there.
Seriously, I wish you
I'd
did.
rather be in one, I think,
yeah, I
than
wish you
watch this
did.
game.
Like moving down to Melbourne, I'll never ever want to go see another game of football if I move back to Sydney. Like, I feel bad. Like GWS are probably, like I said, they're a top 4 team, and they got to play at that fucking shitty stadium in the middle of nowhere. No one's going to go.
You know the only bloke that's going to be there, that peanut with the headband.
Yeah, he's AFL Sydney guy. What's his? Timmy Conan winners him as
Yes, that guy.
What's his fuck? Andrew Tim.
I don't know what his name is, but you'll see him in the cheer squad.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is. Michael. I don't know, but never the name. But look, Giants win by fucking 10 goals. That's probably where the line's at 55.5. So
Yeah, I think the line's short.
West Coast don't give a shit. They don't even want to. Like, honestly, they don't want to play. They want to go to GWS Stadium. GWS even want to go to GWS Stadium. So
If I'm GWS, I just throw Toby Bedford on Harley Reid just for a laugh. Like,
yeah.
just for a laugh.
And mate,
they don't need to do it, but
their
they
skipper's
should.
fucking having coffee with Sam Mitchell down the fucking my joint.
It's true.
So-
yeah, they're in turmoil.
Yeah, nah, big trouble.
I think the line should be probably closer to like 95.
It's the Matthew Flynn Cup, but the West Coast Eagles are in big caca.
Huge trouble. All right, let's keep it moving. Don't need to spend time on that shithole. Port Adelaide, $1.55, taking on the St Kilda Saints, $2.55, line 11.5. Look, I'm going to go with you there. I hate the Saints. I fucking hate the Saints. I fucking hate the Saints. And fucking Ross line, but I think they're way overs here.
I am done and dusted with the horny one and Port Adelaide.
I think $2.55 on St Kilda is probably the best head-to-head price this week.
Are they that much better in Adelaide Port at the moment? Like as of like this year?
I don't think they're that good anywhere.
And St Kilda are relatively hot. Not hot.
No,
Well, they are hot. They are hot.
they're fine.
They're hot for them.
Yeah, for them, for sure.
They're lukewarm.
But like, if they're going to make it a fucking... I mean, you know what St Kilda's going to do. They're going to make it a dreadful match.
It's a statement game for both teams.
They're going to make it a dreadful match. And if Georgiades can't kick, 4 because St Kilda, have 16 players in the back line, what are they going to do?
Park the bus.
Yeah.
Jack Sinclair's going to have another 40 touches, I reckon.
Yeah, for sure. And if Horney and, Rosie, they had both really poor in that last game.
I am hearing rumours that fucking Zach Butters is
Out.
He's out?
Of Port Adelaide.
I heard he's back in this week to play.
Oh, he might be playing, but he's leaving the club 100%.
You reckon?
I can guarantee it.
Is that right?
Yeah, I can guarantee it.
Oh, you've got an unnamed source, do you?
Zach Butters will not be at the Port Adelaide Power next year.
When does that get?
We do have a story about Zach Butters. I don't think today's the episode, but we will bring it out at some point. It is a fuck story. That's we'll get a few more viewers in the bank.
We'll probably get fucking blacklisted for that story potentially.
Yeah, probably, but we'll bring that out at a later date when we get the viewership up a bit.
Yeah, when we get a late show going.
The Provide Picks After Dark, that'll come out.
Yep.
But yeah, I think this is a closer match than, just because Saints play such a fucking dreadful style of footy, they'll bring him into shit level.
Yeah.
And if Port can't score, we know St Kilda won't score.
But they will have 15 defenders in the back.
Yeah, correct. Good luck scoring past that.
That's right. The Great Wall.
I'm considering a St Kilda play, which I want to fucking just end it. But
I think Seagulls get this one.
okay. Next game of the week, we have Fremantle, $1.61, taking on the Western Bulldogs, $2.34, line 4.5.
Doggies.
Doggies.
Bark.
I'm with you.
Really?
Why doubt him at this point? Footscray VFL has been outstanding.
Footscray have been good. Still got people to come back too. I mean, who's going to play on Darcy, that big fucking spastic, to the captain?
John O'Pearce, career savers.
Some bloke rocked up the footy train last night, the career savers. Oh my God, his feet look comfy as fuck. But they do look ridiculous. They look like clown shoes.
They are shit.
Honestly, I haven't got too much to give for this one. I just think, Freo look good in patches, but I'm not convinced that Bulldogs are. Again, it's a whole.
Doggies have got points galore in them as well. Like they've been scoring big points.
And I don't buy into the whole stadium Freo's. Like it's not. I don't think it's a fortress for Freo at the moment.
I don't think so. They're not playing great footy. Like I I could get to them at slight favouritism, like $1.85.
Yeah, nah.
Like 80.
Even mid-70s, but $1.60 I reckon is a bit shit.
That's low.
Watch us set up. Actually, nah, but we've been doing all right. I reckon we're going to back ourselves
No,
in here.
I back us. I think dogs have been delivering. I think Rory Lobb is having a generational run at the moment. I mean, dog shit.
Have you seen his head?
Yeah, I was going to say dog shit haircut.
No. The newest one?
Yes, dog shit.
The lobster?
Yeah, seen
Fuck
it.
me. What's the go there? Is it for a good cause?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe just like lobster.
But yeah.
Oh, would you get it? Lobster.
Yeah.
Rory Lobb. That's his name. Moving on.
I just figured that out.
Yeah.
Well, bing. Guess that's why we're on a podcast.
That's right.
But yeah, I'm going to take doggies.
Beautiful.
All right, let's get into the NRL preview round 5. First game of the week, Thursday night, we have the Canberra Raiders, $2.55, taking on Frank's Cronulla Sharks, $1.60, line 4.5. Kale Iro out.
Sucked in.
Tom Hazelton in.
Massive in.
I think he'll be good. I think he's a big in. I generally do think he's a big in. But other than that, Canberra unchanged. What do you reckon?
Honestly, I'm going to let you take this one because I don't want to fucking bar of Canberra or Sharks.
This game scares me because I feel like Canberra are a little bit of our bogey team. I know that's not.
Did you see what they dished up last week?
Yeah, they were dreadful, which makes me. I mean, Ricky Stewart used to coach at the Cronulla Sharks, and he somehow just always gets his team up against us, and it just shits me to tears. So I'm not particularly confident here that Sharks have a generational game, but
Raiders are unchanged. Just looking here, they're same team. Yeah, don't know.
I mean, I don't think they're going to have 2 stinkers in a row. I don't.
I can see it being just a real gritty Canberra
and
game.
they're good in Canberra. Thursday night, it'll probably be minus 15 degrees. Nico's going to go into hiding. I don't love it. I'm not confident. I'm really not.
I mean, I wouldn't be confident either, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm picking Sharks because I love them, but I'm not with confidence.
Yeah, fair enough.
Have a player already locked in the group. You can't get that one, sorry, boys.
Oh, shit.
Maybe next time. We'll see. Who are you picking?
I am going to pick Cronulla still.
Okay. All right, next game of the week, we have Friday night. Penrith, $1.25, taking on the North Queensland Cowboys, $4.35. Line, 12.5. Thoughts?
I don't know. I feel like the Cowboys did show some signs last week. I know it was against Canberra and it was at home. I know they're still versus Penrith, but look what Panthers dished up last week to South in the first half.
True.
If Cowboys come out with a gun blazing in the first 20 minutes and put a few points on Penrith, we might have a game on our hands. But Cleary's back.
True.
Makes a massive difference, obviously.
Bizza out,
but back at home, like after losing the Souths, I know they've already lost once or twice this year, but I feel like they're going to have a big. I reckon that it's going to start.
Yo's 250th as well.
And that's what I mean. I think they're going to lift and be burning a little bit. I reckon they're just going to find a little bit extra this weekend, and I think whoever scores first wins. To be honest.
All right. Well, I've already given this one out on Twitter at Provide Picks, so I guess I'll give it out here too.
While Frank does this, excuse me, bad podcasting. Just going to use the restroom real quick. Sorry.
Okay. So I gave this one out on my Twitter at Provide Picks. That is just piss poor podcasting. I'll just say that very quickly. But this is my favourite value bet of the whole week. All right. I got it at $8. It is Isaiah Yeo, anytime try scorer, $8. Are you kidding me? Canberra a wet paper bag in the middle of the field. They have conceded, I think, 4 times to middle forwards already. I mean, middle forwards don't score 4 times in a year, let alone 4 times in 4 games. So, huge concern for me there. It's obviously Isaiah Yeo's 250th. I think he had a poor game last week. He'll want to be better. Cleary's going to deliver him a ball right in the middle of the field. He's going over the line. It's $8 right now somehow. I think it starts probably $5 to $5.50. I think you can bank on this, which feels bizarre because it's $5.50. But yeah, I just think I love that play. So I'm locking in Penrith. I don't think the Cowboys travel too well, and I think Penrith are going to lose, another one here. It's a big game for them, and they'll be up for it. So with that, we'll get on to the next game. Shame Doug's not here. South $1.77 taking on the Roosters, $2.13. Line 1.5. We have a huge rivalry match here.
Yes! Our answers, our prayers have been fucking answered. Latrell's on the left. Close your eyes and picture this. Scrum play. Mamazelos out to Walker. Walker gives a dummy ball to Keon. Keon at the back to Gray. Latrell see Tass wide open because Dom Young's rushed him, but he fucking balls him over and scores. That's his 4th try of the game. Souths win 85-0. Why is it 85? Because Trell kicked the fucking 55-metre field goal in the 80th minute.
Points.
God. That would be 2 points. Fuck. It's 86. But look, Souths fans, get excited. It's the fucking... Honestly, when I saw the team list yesterday, I blew a load. Honestly, I could have... won't go that far. That's pretty X-rated. But look, Souths fans... We got him in the centres. Jai Gray leading the Daly M. We are on fire. We knock off Panthers. We roll into fucking Friday night's game against the Roosters. They're in all sorts. I haven't seen a tighter sphincter in my entire life than on Dom Young's this weekend because he is in big trouble, Frank. I feel bad for Robert Toya. Honestly, mate, you've been good, but you're oh, God. And the best part about it is you've got Young, you got Toya. Fucking unblock me on Instagram, Chad Townsend. You can't run. You shit. You fucked on Friday night anyway, but unblock me and be a man. Seriously. What's the go, Chad Townsend blocking me on Instagram? I said what did I say?
We made one meme.
One meme. We made one meme about you, Chad. It was just a joke, mate. They're literally just jokes. I know you're a great player, former Sutherland Pirate. I remember back in the day, you're a great player.
Tiger legend. Yarrawarrah Tigers legend.
Mate, I lived in Yarrawarrah.
So did I.
We lived in Yarrawarrah. We like you. Chad, please. If you're out there and you listen or something, mate, we're sorry.
Come on the podcast.
Come on the podcast. We'd love to have you on. I would love to have a washed halfback come on the podcast and have someone run 17 tries on you this weekend. Because that's what Cody Walker's going to do, mate. He's going to fucking it. Just lift your defence, Chad. That's all I ask. But Souths by 100. Roosters fans, go and get fucked. And happy Friday.
I couldn't agree more. I think Dom Young is in huge trouble.
Oh, my God. He's in huge strife.
I've had a target on him ever since he entered the NRL, and he's going to have PTSD after this game. He might never play again.
Is the game at ANZ?
I've got no idea. I don't give a fuck where
Honestly,
it is, mate.
if it is, if it
It
was
could
at
be
ANZ,
a fucking Yarrawarrah Tigers.
If it was at ANZ, the only thing that's working in his favour is that AJ's out. Because if AJ was playing, he would have scored 76 tries.
100%. He would have broken Ken Irvine's record
It'll
that
be
game.
the Alex Johnson medal after that game.
Yeah. He's going to be in huge trouble here. Latrell is going to have him thinking 65 different ways.
Oh, my God.
Watch this. And you nailed it already. Dom Young is going to jam in. Latrell's going to fucking draw and pass. Isaiah Tass straight in the corner.
Seriously.
$2.10. Fucking give me that. All of that.
If anyone is doing nothing Friday, tune in. Because if you feel like the fucking world is caving in, that's me having an earth-shattering orgasm when Latrell fucking puts Isaiah Tass over the try line again and again and again. Honestly, I have put in a multi this week from Tass, Mitchell, Gray, Keon, Walker, all to score. Pencil it in, $161 on Bet365. It's going to fucking cash. It's going to cash twice over.
I think, you know those ones where you can take like player A or player B to score like 2 tries? Have you seen those ones?
Yeah.
I think you could take Tass and Latrell to score 5 tries this week.
And you want to know a little fun fact, Frank? Just before when we iterated on Jesse Arthur's being $1.36 to score, what do you think Isaiah Tass and Latrell Mitchell are paying this week to score a try?
I know what Isaiah Tass is because I've locked him in.
Well, what do you reckon Latrell Mitchell... Like, if govern that... I mean, he's a centre, but if Jesse Arthur's is...
if Isaiah Tass was $2.10 when we locked him in, I would think that Latrell should be probably $2.90, but which means Sportsbet's probably giving him $2.30.
Sportsbet actually gave him less. But look, all I'm saying is wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Isaiah Tass is north of $1.99, which means he is valid and eligible for a certain segment on this podcast that is running cold. So,
Oh, dear.
bouncing back. Oh, no.
Oh, that could be dangerous.
Nah, not in this onesie.
Fair enough. Anything else to touch on?
I'm not sure if I've mentioned it yet, but Latrell will score 15 tries and Souths are going to win by fucking 50 fucking points. Fucking Roosters, fuck you.
Yep.
Patrick Gillespie, if you see this clip, get on the podcast. I am coming for you next. And who's the other Palooka? Hainsey. Oh, Hainsey. You are in for a rough Friday night. Love the content.
I want to get these guys on the podcast. I'd love to chat to them. I'd love to. Don't you reckon?
I would love to chat to them.
Yeah.
Especially after Friday night.
Yeah, I think Souths win.
Yep, South by 100.
Love it. Anything else you'd like to touch on before we move on?
Actually, one thing I don't think I've mentioned yet. Yeah. Latrell's going to score 3 tries. Right. Sorry.
All right, now on to a better match. Parramatta $2.48 taking on the Dragons $1.48. Line 4.5. Couldn't give a fuck. The Clint Gutherson Bowl.
I'm picking Parramatta. April fucking Fool's, Parramatta! I got you all. It is actually April Fool's Day. Parramatta beating someone. Parramatta winning. Oh, God. Seriously, Parramatta fans.
What's
throwing your fucking toaster in the bath.
Parramatta?
Seriously, Parramatta, go and get a dog.
The only bloke happier than me that Parramatta's 0-4 is fucking Clint Gutherson, mate. I'm telling you.
Hey, Frank. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Owen.
Owen who?
0-4, Parramatta fans. It seems fucking shit. Oh, big Kurt Cobain vibes with the Parramatta Seals at the moment. It's a fucking tough world if we're out at fucking Wank Best Stadium, whatever the fuck it's called.
You know, the issue is, I don't know what edge is worse for Penrith. Like, they've let in so many tries when they've left edge, but fucking Lomax is so shit too. Like, I feel like he's going under the radar.
I could rant and rave. I could rant and rave.
This does feel like a game that could be close because Dragons generally, you know, they're not blowing teams out, but you just can't back Parramatta.
Oh, yeah, and just on that, I'm actually, just listeners, I'm very sorry. And clip listeners, watchers, apologies for the audio. I probably blew your eardrums. But guess what? I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking give a fuck.
Tyrell Sloan, $1.75. I think that's a great play.
Yeah, he's actually shown, like, I've been a big Tyrell Slow hater, but he's bounced back.
Yeah, I think they're better down the left edge, the Dragons, but I think Tuipulotu was like $1.55 and he was $1.75, and I think probably every team every player on the Dragons team will probably get a try this weekend.
Yeah, I think so. It'll be like under 6s.
Yeah. What a dog shit game.
Yep.
What a dog shit club. Moving on. Frank's Titans, $1.53 taking on the Dolphins, $2.65, line 5.5. I got a hot take here. I think Dolphins could upset.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is definitely one of those.
Hear me out.
Listening.
Hear me out. Sam Verrills is out for the Titans. I know that's not a big name, right? But Chris Randall goes in. I like Chris Randall. I think he's a better, middle forward, second row. Not only that, the Dolphins push Max Plath to the lock where he should be, in the middle of the field. I think he's a fucking good player in the middle.
He has to stay there.
The issue is the hammer. Big issue. Love the bloke. Made me a lot of money over the years. He needs a lift. I think this is an attackable match for him, to be honest. I think the Titans are coming in with arguably their worst team. I think the Dolphins are coming in with arguably their best team, and it's a huge match they need to win. So I think there's a chance.
Yeah. This is a good friend of ours and a follower/listener of the podcast, Adam Ferraro. He rates like teams like Titans, Dolphins, Newcastle, Pool C, and this is a classic. This is a classic Pool C game here. Titans, Dolphins. They could play each other twice in the year. One to win one to win the other. But yeah, I can smell a Dolphin. I mean, I haven't seen enough from the Dolphins to beat the Titans after. Titans are hot at the moment. Dolphins are ice cold. But again, probably sets it up for the perfect time to get them.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Titans forward pack's probably going to have a bit of a day here just because Dolphins forward pack's pretty weak. But there's just a few little things that I like from, that I don't like for the Titans that I do like for the Dolphins. So, I mean, they are due a win. They need this one really badly.
They don't have Philip Sammy.
No, I think he is play.
Oh.
But I think this is a good one. I think Max Plath is a decent chance for a try too.
Yeah, okay. I've been hearing big raps to me in the middle too. He's definitely the better lock.
Who are you picking?
I am still going to take the Titans. I mean, I can see it happening, but I just feel a bit safer. I think Tino's going to score another try.
It's not safe at all.
I like to see Tino anytime try scorer. They looked for him a few times for the big crash play.
Yep, like it. All right, let's move on. Next game of the week. Broncos, $1.15 taking on the Tigers, $5.80, line 17.5. Did you say flat track bullies?
Yeah, boring. Stinker.
Yeah, Luai out. Latufanu in. Pretty interested to see how he looks because he had a great little cameo at the end of the game last week. He scored that try, just pace through the middle. Everyone's got big raps on this kid, so I'm pretty keen to see how he looks.
Yeah.
But
I think it's a case of 36-10.
hard to see the Tigers winning this one.
Yeah, hard to see him scoring points against Broncos.
Yeah.
Their forward pack, man. Oh my god!
Watch this. Broncos will win by like 30, and everyone go, Broncos are back.
Yeah.
Premiership. Yeah. And they'll go next week, and they'll lose to the Eels.
Yeah.
Whoever they're versing.
Whoa.
I'll retract
well,
that.
mind you, fucking all the Paraboys at the start of the year said that they would beat the Broncos.
True.
They couldn't fucking beat an egg at the moment.
Or a root. Yeah, it just feels like a Broncos spot.
Yeah.
And if you play Jesse Arthur's $1.35.
Doug's double this week, boys. Jesse Arthur's scored.
Yeah, you're in trouble if you back that. Next game of the week, 4 Pines Park, Sunday Arvo special. You can pencil them in somehow. What is going on with this fucking scheduling for Manly? Manly $2.58, taking the Melbourne Storms, $1.57, line 4.5. This is really interesting because Jerome Hughes is listed on the reserves, which means he could be back. What, a week after fracturing his hand, having surgery? What the fuck is going on there?
I love that.
Is he made of something that recovers quickly? What the fuck is going on there?
And imagine the rocket Bellamy would have given him.
Oh, yeah.
So I reckon they're going to be an inspired bunch.
And I still haven't been that impressed with Manly. Like, they're very good offensively, but they let in, 16 points to the Eels? That's like fucking 40 points to anyone else.
And, like, are we done with the whole Jake Trbojevic is good at footy take? Or
Turbo out as well?
Yeah, well, I mean, Tom's good. He's great, but he's always hurt.
In glass. Yeah, he's glass.
He's made of glass. But I think we can finally put to bed that Jake Trbojevic isn't as good as everyone thinks he is.
Yeah, we had this conversation in our group chat last week where I said, look, is he good? I think he's a good player. He's consistent, you know?
Yeah, he's consistently average.
Yeah, correct. You know what you're going to get from him, right? He's never going to have a poor game. He's going to turn up. He's going to run 100 metres off 25 runs, and he'll play 65 minutes.
Yeah, but like...
What more do you want?
So does fucking every other player that plays his position. Everyone's like, oh, he made 40 fucking tackles on the weekend. So what? So does fucking every other lock forward hooker.
That's what I mean. You know what you're going to get from him.
The fact that he was the captain of our state makes me ashamed to be a New South Welshman.
Well, you do wear the Queensland
Hence why I wear
jersey.
the Queensland gear.
Yeah.
Seriously, Gerbo.
Look, Manly do have a pretty good record against Melbourne, but I just haven't seen enough from them yet.
I reckon Melbourne Storm and the Hungry Dog this week.
Yeah. Yeah, hard at 4 Pines, but I think they... I said last week that I thought they covered against the Dragons, but I can't see him having 2 stinkers in a row.
Isn't there a stat for Bellamy losing 2 in a row? Like, it fucking doesn't happen?
I don't know. You're telling stories.
That's just another one of Doug's made-up stats.
Who are you picking?
I'm picking Storm.
Yep, me too.
And to cover.
Next game of the week, last game of the week. Could be really anything. The Canterbury Bulldogs, $1.48. Take on the Newcastle Knights, $2.88. Line 6.5. What do we think?
This is borderline Pool C game for me. I mean, Canterbury have definitely showed better signs. They're a good team now. I get that. Still not on board with them. Newcastle...
It's like brother versus brother, but like the other brother's a little bit shitter. Don't you think?
Are they coming off a bye at Newcastle? I feel like I didn't see him play last week.
Yeah, they could be.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like the Knights have a bit of pizzazz with their attack, but I mean, it's just going to be matched by the Bulldogs' defence.
Good matchup with Critter on Bradman Best. That's going to be a good watch.
Yeah, well, fucking, like I said, Crichton's a flat track bully.
Yeah. It's like Newcastle play like a pretty Canterbury style where they're pretty defence orientated.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bulldogs are better.
I can't get around this one, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a great match. I think you could almost pencil in the unders.
Yeah, this would be a time to make the lunches for the week game.
I think so too. I'd say Canterbury win. But also, like, can they get up 2 weeks in a row? Because they got up stiff last week versus Sharks. Can they do it again? Who knows?
Yeah.
But I think they should win. If they perform, 75% of what they did against the Sharkies last week, should win.
Yeah, fair.
All right. It's time. Doug's double. What do you got?
Doug's double, fans, followers. Again, I keep apologising. But I think I got to turn a new leaf because I'm not sorry. We're in this together, and we're gonna come through. We're gonna see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's been stiff. We took 2 doubles losses this week.
Yeah,
which is another Doug's double because there was 2 losses, so a double loss. Staying on brand. Unfortunately for them, this segment's still sponsored by Walker Golf Things. And right behind me here is the newest edition. It's the Greenskeeper edition shirt. Very comfy, very similar to Frank's off-cut Vinny's one. This one here is very expensive, though, and very nice. So thanks to Jack. Happy birthday to Jack, owner of Walker Golf Things, by the way. But yes, so their merch is still incredible. We're getting our little party boxes coming this week. For all of our hard work we've been doing on the camera here. So thanks to those guys as always. So if you want to get some of their gear, Walker Golf Things online, Walker Golf Things, Instagram, TikTok, they're getting bigger and bigger.
They have some good shit.
Yeah, they really do have some quality gear. And like I said, they're normally dropping sort of like, you know, not monthly drops, but they do like say 3 or 4 drops a year, and their gear
I think they might do more than that. I've seen like 3 and 4 in the last couple of weeks.
And their gear sells out because it's great and it's very popular.
That's the Greenkeeper capsule.
That's right.
There's that. There's a couple of tees. There's like a vest or two.
There's a jacket.
Yeah,
like
fucking good shit.
There's some good shit there, guys. So if you want to look at some of their stuff and you want a code, ProvidePicks15 is our code from the podcast.
15% off.
That's right. Get 15% off. Thanks to us. You're welcome. And also thanks to Walker Golf Things. So we won't really recap it. The losses we had, obviously, the multi I touched on earlier, the Cripps, Chera, Liberatore multi, lost by 3 touches to Cripps. Again, he was a wounded warrior, and it really did cost us, but we don't make excuses. And then we doubled down. Canberra, -1.5. They fucked me, so they can get absolutely fucked. But this week, I just feel like
it's right.
Something special. I narrowed it down to 3 things, but I think it's just one player.
Yep. Who you got? What is Doug's double for the week?
Doug's double this week. I think you're looking for a drum roll here.
Yeah, I don't even have one.
Well, that's probably deserved after the last few weeks of Doug's doubles. But
tell the people.
Doug's double. It's a lock.
I want you to look into the camera. I want you to feel it for the audience. I want you to deliver this and know that it's going to hit.
I know what you're thinking, and what you're thinking is wrong, because Doug's double this week is Isaiah Tass.
Bang.
I really wanted it to be Latrell. I thought it was etched in stone, but he's let me down a few times, and this is a big bet. And I can honestly just see he's a selfless player, Latrell. I can just see try assist after try assist. I think if I didn't pick Tass, I know you've already tipped him as well, but this is no affiliation. This is Doug's double, not fucking Frank's double. It's Doug's double. And it's Isaiah Tass to score anytime try scorer at $2. I think you can get him roughly between $2 and $2.10. I locked him in at $2.10 on 365. I did see Sportsbet had him for $2.08. He's actually at better odds than the Roosters wingers, which is funny because the Roosters aren't scoring any fucking points this weekend. So Isaiah Tass against Dom Young with Latrell, Cody, Jai Ground is inside. I think it's just a smart play. Love Latrell, love Souths into Panthers, but we're locking in Isaiah Tass. We fucking bounce back. Isaiah Tass, anytime tie scorer, cash, Doug's double. Probably not the one we wanted there, but we'll take it. I don't know. I thought it was more of a...
I don't think... yeah, well, true. But we're back.
I'm really happy with that.
I love it. I love it.
I love it.
I'm on board.
That you love it.
I'm on board with you.
All right.
That's Doug's double, sponsored by our friends at Walker Golf. You can see it here. Provide Picks 15, get your 15% off, and enjoy it.
You're welcome.
Did you have a joke this week? Is that it?
Honestly, I had a Roosters joke, but I think I just fucking obliterated them before.
I think they've...
like, that is my joke of the week, the fucking Roosters. It's like... the
Instagram is popping at the moment. With
it is.
It's mostly Rabbitohs fans, but there is the odd Rooster fan that comes in and just throws a barb, which is hilarious.
I was trying to build a joke of like, I saw 17 blokes in a line that said, ready for fucked or ready to get fucked, and then I was gonna be like, hey, this is the line for Bonnie Blue? I said, no, actually it's just the Roosters starting 17. It was a work in progress. This is what a comedian does. He builds his jokes. Yep. But to be honest, I think I absolutely hammered him early on today. That's the joke of the week. So we'll give that a skip this weekend. But what I'm excited for, a little news segment here. It's Frank's Fill Up.
Yeah, Frank's Fill Up.
Talk about it. Let the listeners know. Yeah, I'll give you that.
I'll save that one for you. I actually don't have one because I've given out 3, but I guess I'll give you one more.
Segment.
I'll give you one more. Give me 1 second. Fill the space for it. 1 second for me, Doug.
Surely Latrell is just Frank's Fill Up.
Well, I loved Isaiah's Tass too, and I locked him in as soon as the line dropped because that was just one that I penciled in. I guess I'll give you one more. Let me have a quick.
Are you
look.
worried that are you slightly worried that because I've made Isaiah Tass Doug's double that your lock of the week's in big trouble?
No, I don't want to get, we'll give a bit of variety.
I don't believe in fucking omens.
All right, well, you gave the South Sydney Rabbitohs. I'm going to give Frank Sharks, Cronulla Sharks versus Canberra. I am going to lock in Samuel Stone Street, $1.86.
Is he $1.86?
He was on the sports bet. He could probably be lower now, just knowing sports bet.
Yeah, I was expecting to be lower.
But that Canberra left edge has been pretty poor. They've conceded quite a few tries down that wing, and obviously no Iro on the left. Hiroti makes me think that probably traffic's going right to Ramian and Stone Street. Ramian has fucked me on more than one occasion this year by holding that final pass. But I love Stone Street. Been a big Stone Street guy as soon as he's come in the league. Been pretty impressed with him. And I think he gets a good matchup. I think it's like Tamale and Seb Chris on that side. And who? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Lock in Sam Stone Street, $1.86, 1.5 units. Frank's fill up. Thank you very much. We'll see you next week.
I honestly hope that Doug's double crushes Frank's fill up throughout the year.
Yeah, but you're a shit bloke. I hope we both win. How about that? But other than that pretty much wraps up the podcast.
Yep, that's exactly what that does.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's the podcast for the week. Obviously, shout out to Bet Sniper. You can use a code affiliate 20 for 20% off. That's where I come up with all my really good plays that I give to all the people.
I've been using that the last week. It's really fucking good.
No, it actually is really good.
Yeah, I don't know why we said it like that. It is very good. Yeah, no, it's great.
And they have like they have a prop tool as well that you can put in certain, you can select a matchup for AFL, and then it shows you, how many disposals to what position, goals to position, all that sort of stuff. And then it also breaks down the market of prices on each book, and it's bloody good. I'm a big fan of it. Other than that, that's the podcast. So thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe, comment. Tell us who you're riding with. Tell us your fill up or your double for the week, or who you're tipping for this week, who we didn't tip because we're got rocks in our head. But yeah, we're at like 515 subscribers now, so we're growing at a pretty good rate, which is really cool.
Instagram's been going off.
Instagram's been pumping, more content coming there, so make sure you follow that at Provide Picks, Twitter at Provide Picks, Dilrood Sandstorm, cheers and cheers. Don't follow me, I don't give a fuck. Just follow Provide Picks.
Yeah, fuck off. Don't fucking follow me.
Anything to sign off with?
Well, we're in the red light district here, Franklin, so I'm going to sign off with the big fucking
that just means recording, mate.
No, does it? I thought it means game over.
No, that means recording.
Okay.
Shows how much you know about this process.
I was elected to lead, not to read.
Anything to sign off with?
No, I just want to say to all of the South fans out there, we're doing it. We're fucking doing it, baby. This week's going to be a fucking good one. Good week to be in Provide Picks group on Discord, because it is going to be a winning week. I'm going to make the bold assumption that this is going to be our best week yet. Yeah, we cooked today 3-0 on NBA. There was a big plus money bet as well. Yep. Football cash as well. Yep. There's been some, it's been cooking over there. NRL hasn't, it's been all right, it's just ticking along, but we haven't had a monster week. I love this week for betting. Yep. Already got about 5 plays live in there. More to come as the week goes. So head over to whop.com/provide picks and sign up, become a member, join the group, talk some shit, win some money. Let's fucking go. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's go! See you on Spotify. We've deafened our viewers about 6 times this episode. Wait, what? We've deafened the viewers 6 times. I know, but I don't really give a shit about the viewers. This is about me and you. Just putting out picks. That's all we're doing. It's provide picks. We're providing picks. Show us your tip. Sucking.